Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today I would like to talk about extended dominance using the examples from the book Reharmonisation Techniques written by Randy Phelps. So this is the part 1 about extended dominant chords from page 30 to page 32. So first the author just presents one example just to show that we have the D7 as the target chord in this chord progression. In the second line, exactly in the second bar, we can see a connection of many extended dominant chords. So chords, 7 chords with a distance of a fifth apart from each other, just to arrive in the D7. So we have a problem here because if we see the last chord of the second bar, we have an unwanted interval here. We have an unwanted 13th interval, so that we call, no, sorry, not the 13th, so the augmented 9th interval between the E and the G. So we don't want to listen this. So this augmented 9 between the E and G, it's something that's not helping me in this chord progression. So this is the reason that if we take the tritone from these two notes, so we have the G sharp and the D, maybe we need to use another chord that we have the same tritone but not using the E. And our solution will be exactly the B flat 7, because I have exactly the same tritone between the G sharp, that in this case I'm calling A flat, and the D, but I don't have the E in the chord. So now let's listen when I'm changing the E7 and I'm using out the B7, just to listen the result. So this was my solution to avoid the problem with the augmented ninth. So we don't have anymore the E with the G. So the tritone substitution solved this problem using the same kind of tension but avoiding the E note. We have another example here that we have a concept that Randy Phelps calls the use of interpolated chords. So interpolated chords is when you are having a sequence of dominant 7 chords, but we have a minor chord just to delay the resolution. Let's listen this pattern. Okay, it's a good idea, but we have two problems here. So first, we have the C in the melody, but we are playing a chord of B7. So we have here one unwanted minor ninth. And we have the same problem here because we have the G sharp in the chord, but we have an A in the melody, creating another possibility for having a B9, so a minor ninth. So the author created two nice solutions for this. So first, changing the use of the B7 chord using a chord of F7, using the principle of the tritone substitution. Because when we have the chord of B7, we have a tritone between the A and the D sharp. So, but when we play the chord of F7, we have the same tritone, just the name will change a little bit, so the E flat and the A, so the same A that I had here, so here with the D sharp, but here with the E flat, that they have the same sound, but I'm not using the B anymore. So this will solve the first problem that I will have in terms of my minor ninth. And then, so the clash that I had between the G sharp and the A, I will solve just deleting, so just cutting the G sharp of my chord and just using a sus4, that now I will have the A, so the fourth also in the chord. So now let's listen the result. And the last example is just showing that perhaps, even though that you can apply different dominant chords, but you don't need to put too many. So here's a suggestion, just using two chords to just, in some ways, to decrease the speed or the tempo of the different ways that you can perceive the chords in your chord progression. So less chords, you perceive that you're playing also in a slower mode with your chords. Okay, so this was the part one of the examples for Randy Phelps, and for sure I will be here to present to you the part two. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Yes, bye bye.